It's looking to be a very busy spring for David Lewis, a seed salesman from Higginsville, Missouri, as he prepares his customers for the upcoming planting season. David's upbringing on a farm is what gave him a love for agriculture and led him to continue working in the field today.
Grew up on a dairy farm back in the late 60s throughout the 70s. We milked about 65 cows and had row crops. Started at Super Sweet Feeds in 1978. Always had to have a job because the economy in the agricultural industry was not very good in the 80s, so I've always kept a job. Worked for Super Sweet, drove a truck for Super Sweet Feeds, met seed people, in my travels in sales with Super Sweet Feeds, and that's how I got into the seed business.
The field of agriculture is constantly changing when it comes to technology. Although it can be challenging to keep up, David says he enjoys seeing how the new technology can help farmers.
What I enjoy most about the seed business is the ever-changing technologies that they're coming out with every year. The latest being dicamba, which there was a big stink about dicamba getting up and moving off of location, and they're working on that as we speak, so that will continue to get better.
Typically, the busy seasons for row crop tend to be in the fall and spring, but David and his son, Tim Lewis, stay busy throughout the entire year.
Throughout the year, it's keeping track of specific hybrids in the countryside and with the customers during the fall. And in the fall, winter months, it's the sales season, taking orders, all that kind of stuff. And then in the spring, it's getting the product in, sorting it, delivering it.
To help my dad, I help him stack orders of seed bags since they're pretty heavy, and just put orders together and deliver them to customers, and fill planters and stuff like that, whatever he needs me to do.
I help my customers with staying on top of the latest technologies, how they're being used, and how we can use them in certain locations and situations.
I've learned that every customer is different, and every customer wants to know what they're buying in detail, because the seed isn't cheap, and that to stay in the seed business you have to be very versatile and be willing to change. Working here has definitely influenced me what I want to do with my future, because I'm the 7th generation farmer on our family farm. Our farm made it through the Civil War, and it means something to me having worked here doing something with agriculture, so I could take up the family farm and pass it down to my kids.